Perhentian Island. They call it the Maldives of Malaysia. It's a place so beautiful. We booked a 5-night stay there and ended up staying 10 nights. Soft sand, beautiful beaches, and it's only a 45-minute ferry ride from Kuala, Besut, Terengganu. Now, first things first, I just want to get the bad things out of the way before we jump into the many, many good and even great things. So just to be honest, the accommodations are quite expensive and the food is not that great. We actually stayed at 3 different accommodations during our 10 nights there, and they range from 180 ringgits per night to 250 ringgits, which is quite expensive considering 2 of the 3 options were no AC rooms. There are cheaper options in terms of camping, but we heard it's pretty rough, and especially us with cameras and laptops, camping just wasn't our speed. Now, we do have an entire video dedicated to the accommodations on Perhentian. We stayed in 3 different places on 3 different beaches. So there's a link up here for that video, and at the end of this one, there will be a link to see our entire accommodations review on Perhentian. Now, in terms of the food, you're going to spend around 10 ringgits for a plate of nasi goreng that isn't the world's greatest nasi goreng. The cheapest meal we found was an 8 ringgit Ramly burger. That was not a double special, just a plain Ramly burger. We did have some more fancy food, more delicious food. This barbecue chicken here, but it cost 38 ringgits for 1 plate of food. So the locals told us a pro tip is to bring Maggie, bring bread, bring quay and snacks and whatever you like to try and keep the food budget down. Another pro tip is to bring cash because there are no ATMs on Perhentian. So cash and food is a good thing to sneak in your backpack. Now let's jump into the really good things about Perhentian. Obviously, number 1, the beaches are amazing. Long Beach is the standout beach. The sand is perfectly soft. There is not a rock in sight, and it is absolutely a huge beach. Super relaxing. There's lots of action there. It's the most popular beach, and it really, really is picturesque and almost perfect, paradise, pristine. Now, a 15-minute walk across the island from Long Beach will put you at Coral Bay, which is much quieter and the sand is a little bit more rough. It's still really, really great there. There's a couple beautiful chalets, and there's even this floating dock you can swim to. Our personal favorite was to stay at accommodations on Coral Bay, and then you're only a 15-minute walk from Long Beach, and you still have the quieter beach right in front of you, Coral Bay. Now, a 15-minute walk from Coral Bay down the coastline will put you to Rainforest Beach, which is much smaller, very quiet, and actually has the best snorkeling. There's lots of corals there and lots of rocks, and if you just snorkel and swim right off the beach, you'll see lots of fish there. In terms of things to do on Perhentian, other than enjoying the beach, the snorkel trips are the number 1 must-do, most interesting thing. We booked a snorkel trip for 40 ringgits each per person, and we stopped at 4 or 5 locations, including Shark Point, where unfortunately we didn't see any sharks, but we did see turtles at Turtle Point, and we also stopped at the Fisherman's Village, which, if you're not into snorkeling and you're not into swimming, the Fisherman's Village, you could spend an entire day there. It's really, really great, the Fisherman's Village. It's super picturesque, it's full of locals. You'll actually find a lot better food at the Fisherman's Village than anywhere else on the island, and it's certainly worth checking out. The other thing we really enjoyed on Perhentian was the hike up to Windmill Point. Now, to be clear, there's part of the hike that's very dangerous and broken, and we would not suggest going down the broken staircase. I would say do so at your own risk. But 15 minutes from Long Beach, there is some beautiful views. Incredible views of this bay with a broken dock at the bottom. Really, really beautiful. Really, really worth it. You will get very sweaty because it's hot on Perhentian, but it's quite nice. The other thing we recommend is doing some of the nightlife on Long Beach. Long Beach is really the only beach that has action at nighttime, and you can get some much better food there again. You can get some nice fish barbecue, fresh fish barbecued right beside you, as well as there will be fire shows happening. Now, unfortunately, we didn't see any fire shows because for some reason when we were on Long Beach, the minute the sun went down, it started raining almost every day. Almost like you could set your watch to it. But usually there would be fire shows and lots of action happening on the beach. So overall, Perhentian is a must-see if you're a tourist in Malaysia or if you're a local visiting the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia. We had an absolutely great time there. Like I said, we booked 5 days and we ended up staying 10. So now if you're looking into some accommodations on Perhentian, you can check this video here And from there, we can say thanks for watching our video, guys. Enjoy Perhentian, enjoy Malaysia. See you guys later.